Hello and thank you for joining the Nintendo News Network for our very first top list. The Super Nintendo Classic has been out for a few weeks and I was lucky enough to get one. I've really been loving playing these older games in this fashion with the old controller and everything. I never was able to get the Nintendo Classic though. But the sense of nostalgia is perfect when playing the SNES Classic. And even though the lineup of 21 amazing games will keep gamers happy for many hours, I mean there are 3 Squaresoft RPGs in this, there are a few games I feel are missing. So here is my top 5 games that should have been added to the Super Nintendo Classic. Number 5, Mega Man 7. Although the Super Nintendo Classic did get Mega Man X, which is easily one of the best Mega Man games out there, I felt a bit sad that the original series didn't get any love with this one. And although it might not be the strongest of the original series, it is still a solid Mega Man game that's a lot of fun to play. Plus, having a Jurassic Park themed level doesn't hurt when it comes to me. I put this one so low on my list because, putting the two head to head, I do understand why X was chosen over 7. Plus, with Mega Man Legacy Collection just coming out not too long ago, I can see the logic. But Capcom can make it up to us by making another Mega Man game soon, right? Right? Number 4. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 4, Turtles in Time. Of all the genres that are covered in the SNES Classic, the beat-em-up side-scroller really isn't one of them, and I think Turtles in Time could have covered it well. Ninja Turtles are well known, and they have had a resurgence in the past 4 or 5 years due to the newest cartoon. Plus, older gamers like myself, can never put the game down. When we were given the option to shove quarter after quarter into an unforgiving arcade version or beg our parents for this for our birthday, it was a no-brainer. The game is fast-paced, each turtle feels a little bit different, and it's just a blast. Plus, it would be another great 2-player game for the SNES Classic that comes with 2 controllers. For all I know, it could have been a rights issue, but still. For a console driven on nostalgia, this would have been perfect. Number 3, Super Mario All-Stars. This one, some people could debate shouldn't deserve a spot because it is just Super Mario Bros. 1 through 3 from the Nintendo with better graphics, plus the original Super Mario Bros. 2 from Japan named The Lost Levels. But I say, it would have been beyond perfect. Many people, including myself, never got a Nintendo Classic. This could have been a great way to say, hey, here are 3 of the games on the Nintendo Classic looking sharper than ever, plus an extra game. And much like Kirby Superstar, it could have padded the system more with saying the Super Nintendo Classic had 20-odd games, but a few of them had more in them. It just seemed like a no-brainer. But Nintendo did state the Nintendo Classic is going back in production and more will be available next year. So that could have been the reasoning. Nonetheless, it would have been a welcome addition in my book. Number 2. Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest. Yes, we have the original Donkey Kong Country on the SNES Classic. But why did we not get Diddy's Conquest? The sequel took everything great about the first one and took it to a whole new level. The game is praised by many as the best in the franchise, along with me. It is not like Nintendo had a rule stating no more than 1 game per franchise. We have 2 Kirby games on the SNES Classic and the 3 Mario games on the Nintendo Classic, so that can't be it. The game would have been a great addition to the lineup, and its omission leaves me scratching my head to why I am not playing it right this very moment. And the number 1 game that should have been added to the Super Nintendo Classic? Chrono Trigger. As mentioned before, we have 3 other Squaresoft RPGs on the SNES Classic. All amazing games, but where's my Chrono Trigger? I actually never played Chrono Trigger back in the day when it first came out until it was released on the DS in 2008. I knew about it, but I just never got it. But when I did, I fell in love with the game. Every aspect of it, to its gripping story to the memorable characters. I don't even know what to say that hasn't been praised by many others, other than if you haven't played Chrono Trigger, go out and do so right now. So that's my list, but what are your thoughts? Did I miss a game that you think should have been added? We want to know in the comments below. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And don't forget about our Patreon page. Bye.